If you're not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does. Compared to
That don't even look like coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee.
That is over.
The white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. The coffee looks good.
That's my coffee.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comforts of your own little room at the boarding house. Rent it home. Grab your little Albaline and smoke it out. Play it as long as you want it. Play it over and over and over. The long videos of Malik's long peen. Because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying.
The devil. And the devil
Here you go.
Y'all want my baby? The oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have
On
to
the
say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kitty? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kitty. I like Kitty. But Kitty girl. Kitty girl. Kitty girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch to give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody. Even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess that he's straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. The least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk as fuck or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Oh. Hey, what's going on, people? Hey. We are here. It is Saturday. It is time to be silly and do all of the things that we do on a Saturday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be. We're gonna make it do what it do today. Listen, y'all. I had to take back control of my channel. I know we have been having guests every time I went live, but I was like, this is my channel. I need the people to get more of me in my narcissistic level of thinking. So, but I did need some time where it was just me and y'all. You know, sometimes when you have guests on, you have to play off of their, banter and their antics. But every now and again, I just like to be just me. So I have to take control. So today you're stuck with me. More of me is always a good thing.
What's up, y'all? I went on a I was taken out to dinner last night to this really nice seafood restaurant, and they paid. Morris is coming back though. Don't worry, Morris is coming. That's my dog. He's coming back. So um I look I was gonna get ready to pay because I'm telling you the cheapest meal on the menu was like 60 some odd dollars or something like that. That was the cheapest meal. The special for the day was like 88. They were like, yes, we have a special running today. $88. It was a seafood restaurant. I ain't gonna lie, the food was so good. I thought Chef Ramsay was back there yelling at people and stuff. It was so good. They had this lobster risotto. Oh, that lobster risotto that I had was so good. Mm. My appetizer, the appetizer alone was like $38. Not that I'm complaining about, food because I'm going to restaurants, but um Ty will come on when Ty need to come on. You gotta catch Ty. Ty be busy. Ty is I was not a whore. I did not have sex last night. I did not have it was nothing like I did not have sex. I just went out. I was taken out to dinner and I came on home. It was brought home. Had great time. We were there for about an hour and a half. I mean, if you're gonna make us pay all this money, but not us make him pay. Because I looked at the bill was like 290 something before gratuity. I was like, oh, I ain't spread nobody's legs last night. Cams, let's be clear. I mean, I wasn't asked to spread no legs, so I didn't. Had I been asked, would I? Oh man. Anyway, y'all, we here, y'all. We are here. It is Saturday. It is time to get silly. Y'all got a bonus because I was supposed to be out of town this weekend. I was really supposed to be out of town this weekend, but I had a trip. I canceled it. So now y'all give me again 2 Saturdays in a row. Y'all know I've been trying. So we got 2 Saturdays in a row, y'all. Look at me. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. What Cam said, you go straight to hell, Cam. You didn't do it last night. You didn't. No, I ain't do it this morning either. They went home and I carried my ass home and they went home. Let me say hi to y'all in the chat because Lord knows y'all going in over me. Hey, Tracy W, Miss Trisha P, Lemon Kush Pepper. There go my love. L Love, my love. Hey, Tracy C, Jason, Monk Chip. Hey, Boo. Janae, Phil. What's good, Phil? Harold. Hey, Harold. MVN. Y'all up in the chat. Budgets, weights, cams. Hey, everybody. As y'all are rolling up in here, y'all go ahead and hit the like button. Y'all go ahead and pop out the bushes. All that good stuff. Late bell today will be at 12:45. 12:45 is late bell today. Essay today, 333 words. There we go. Hey, China White Boo. Hey, Below DD. Listen. Listen, if the man would have wanted something, I would have obliged. The man spent like $300+. I would have obliged. However, I was not asked. I was treated like a lady. Treated like a lady. Woo! I was treated rather well. So, yeah. Nah, they had said, listen. I mean, because he was cute. If they would have said, yeah, let's do this. And they've already texted me this morning and said, oh, we got to go out again. And so I was like, okay, it's going to be my treat this time. He was like, no, it's my. I said, okay. So we're supposed to go out again this week. I'm excited about it. I'm not saying I'm talking to nobody, y'all. I ain't said none of that. I'm just being treated nice. Is that okay? Can I be treated nice for a while? I ain't had nobody take me out for a while. You know what I'm saying? Did I say hey to you, China White? Hey, China White, boo. What's good, my love? Listen, I w- I wasn't gonna press the issue. I, you know, I was willing. Hey, Morgan. Hey, Morgan, boo. Morgan, they in here coming at my throat like always, girl. Anyway, listen, Cams. Had I been asked, it would have went down. Baby, my legs would have been in the air. I would have been putting footprints on ceilings. Baby, that thing would have been down the esophagus. Okay. However, comma, I was not asked, so I did not have to do anything. I gave a good time. Not that kind of a good time, a good. So, but I told him I'm going to pick the restaurant this time. I told him I would treat. So, but he said no, it's his treat again, and so I'll pick the restaurant this time. I don't want him to have to come out $300, maybe 400. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not gonna make him come out that much. So I'm just saying. I was willing to give up some throat, but I was treated rather well, and I mean, he got it. So let's be clear, he got it. I'm not gonna dox him and tell what he does for a living, but let's be clear, that ain't hurt him not one bit. That young man will open his wallet and you see more than that just hanging around, dangling around in there. Thank you, Below. Because these people are talking about me like I'm some common gutter trash. Oh man, like I'm just some common gutter trash that I don't deserve nothing. You see how they do? You see what they think of me? Thank you, Below. Thank you, Monk Chip. Thank you, MVN. Okay. Like I don't deserve every now and again to be treated nice. You know how many times I done treated people on dates? You know how many those of us in the black gay diaspora, if you got some money, even if you got two nickels to rub up against each other, 9 times out of 10, you end up having to foot the bill all the time. You know how many times I've had to pay for dinner? Too many times to even think. So I deserve it every now and again. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's just so horrible. God. Like I'm just some common gutter trash and I can't. I see what y'all think of me. I see what you think of me. Oh man, he's a good child. Hopefully he'll be. Oh man, I don't know about that. I'm not going down that road. Hell, a lot of don't even want to take you to a plate to get a plate of Waffle House. So I ain't mad at. Oh man, we need to step our pussies up for a child. Oh boy, queens and kings deserve the best. Yes. Child, I don't have no cheat codes. Listen, I was minding my own business. Hey, Xavier Boo, you deserve a nice night. Why? What was the restaurant? The restaurant was called, I think it's called C&S Seafood or something like that. It's up in my neck of the woods. It's in my area. I don't stay down. I don't slum it up in the southern part. It's in the northern parts. My neck of the woods. Where some of the people that got a little bit of change at. Child, we don't slum it up down there in the Riverdales of the world and East Points and stuff. We don't do it. We don't do all that. Child. Hey Xavier, a man with money, you better lock it. Child, child. Child, I woke up from my morning nap and y'all talking about throats and walk walk. We're really not Xavier. We're talking about how I went on a nice date and ain't nothing happened. Okay. God, I literally it's so funny. I met dude at the bank. I was at the bank. I was on the phone with my friend. And so I think he was eavesdropping on the conversation. And so he knew that it was good to approach, that it was, I mean, it is Atlanta. You could pretty much approach anybody in Atlanta if you're a Jew. You could pretty much approach anybody. Even if they're not gay, they'll just be like, oh, no, I don't get down like that because they know they live in Atlanta. But I wasn't even that loud, but he was standing right behind me in the line or whatever. So when I got through with my transaction at the bank, I went to the little because he and I ended up like at a teller at the same time. So when I got through, I went and I had to fill out a piece of paper and take a picture of it, send it off to some. I had to do some stuff at the little desk. I didn't want to wait till I got in the car. So then he was like, hey, and you know what it was such a corny pickup line. Why am I spending all this time telling y'all the intimate details of how somebody picked me up? And so he gonna come up to me talking about some, hey, what's your name? You know somebody? I think he asked me if I know somebody named Kevin, who live in the area. I was like, no, I don't know anybody named Kevin. He's like, oh man, you look just like somebody. I was like, no, that's not me. He was like, oh well, my name is da 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 blank blank blank, and it went from there. Where you off to? Oh, I'm just going back to the house. You know what I'm saying? I just took a moment, out the day to, go take care of some business here at the bank before they close. You're like, you know what? I appreciate that, thank you for talking. He literally said thank you for talking to me because I know it seemed weird that I'm asking you if you somebody. He was like, and I was like, and I literally said that's usually how people pick up people. That's a pickup line. And he started laughing. He was like, well, what if I wanted to pick you up? And I laughed and and it went from there. I'm not gonna tell y'all the rest of the conversation. Just know digits were exchanged. Listen, I ain't saying nothing's gonna happen. I am just enjoying the fact that somebody looked at me and said, hey, I was like, hey, damn. What Tracy said? What she said? What she said? Ciao. Ciao. Anyway. Oh yeah, Tracy, tell the Bay, yes, I am. Yeah, it's going down. By next date, yeah, it's probably gonna go down. Oh yeah. We'll be doing somersaults and backflips on the beam if we can. Now, maybe he's a gentleman. Maybe he'd be like, no, not yet. He might want to slow walk it, but please believe because he is cute, y'all. He is cute. And I did, how when you first meet a dude, you got to, check out what goods he's working on. So when they give you a hug or whatnot, what you do is you make sure that you slide your right leg or your left leg, depending on how you hug them. Me, it's easier for the right leg. You make sure you conveniently slide your right leg in between their two legs so that the meat, if they got any, is resting right on your thigh, and you can get a good gauge for what's going on down there. So I did that, and child, he seemed to, fit the criteria. Since y'all say I'm a size queen, I'm just saying. I didn't go asking, what size his stuff is, but from what I felt, praise God, from whom all blessings. Anyway, we got a show to do, and y'all got me all. Janae, you never learned that trick. Listen, I taught all my kids know that trick. baby, when they hug you, you make sure you don't have like say these y'all two legs, right? And y'all hugging. I wish I had a diagram. You don't hug where y'all legs go together. You always hug where your legs go in between their legs. And that way, depending on how close y'all hug, the meat can lay right on your thigh and you can get a gauge for what's going on. Child, that's old school right there. Old school. I learned that early on, baby. Early on. Child girl. That's a tip I give y'all. I'll let y'all have that. I'll let y'all have that. If I got to suck down some food and drink, I'd probably put on my best contortionist. Listen, we doing all of the things. We're giving Gawk 3000. We doing somersaults and backflips when I do give it up. Child, child, yeah. Anyway, y'all, what's going on, y'all? Let's go ahead and hit the like button. Share this out. So the church hug won't. It depends on how you do the church hug. Because you can pull a church hug in, like you can give a bro hug. I've given so many bro hugs or church hugs that you pull in and conveniently, hey, spicy original, and you conveniently have that leg right there. You know what I'm saying? They ain't paying no attention because what you do is to throw them off. You pat them on the back. You know what I'm saying? When you get the church hug, the bro hug, you pat them on the back, which is distracting them from the fact that your thigh is going there to see what's going on. Just saying. A bit of information. Use it as you wish. It works. I've been doing that since high school, honey. I learned that trick way back in high school. Child, girl, child. I learned that real early on. Anyway, we got a show to do, y'all. So let's get to the show. Yeah. We got a show to do. Let's get to the goddamn show. Okay. Yeah. Like we ain't got a show to do. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all I was real late on preparing for today's show because I was out last night and as you can see, I went to dinner last night and sat in the car and talked, and I thought it was gonna happen. I thought I was gonna give some Gawk 3000, but they were a gentleman. They ain't want none of that, child and girl, But I was up late last night, just know. Anyway, hey Montrez, boo. Yes, you made it before the late bell. Before the late bell. My work crush came back in and pulled me into a church hug. The way that foot almost went, child, because you are lady. Hey, friend, Jay Boo. Oh, boy, late bell is about to ring, y'all. Late bell is about to ring, honey. I was not thoughting and bopping last night. I was not thoughting and bopping. As you can see, I went out for dinner and came back. Now, what happens tonight? I don't know. But last night, I was good. And so I had to do all my silly Saturday this morning. So I just hope y'all appreciate how it literally takes me hours to put silly Saturday together. It takes me hours. Anyway, but we're here. Okay. So it's time for our favorite. All of the segments are our favorite segment. But if it's your favorite segment, it's time for that segment. What is that segment? The hashtag ABCs. Everybody put hashtag ABC in the chat. A bitch came. Because why? A bitch just came. Okay. I'm just going to go on the record now I can't do anything Kim Zolciak. I don't like this woman. Some of y'all see it for this woman. She was out with the girls this week, and shit. I don't have the stomach for Kim Zolciak and this woman descended from the Caucasus Mountains. I can't do it. I won't do it. Mm-mm. No. Y'all can have it. Y'all, I'm sure there's no shortage of platforms where they will go and break down in intimate details all that this bitch is going on. I want no parts of her. Please don't bring her back. We're barely hanging on to this show anyway. Okay, we are barely hanging on to Real Housewives of Atlanta. If y'all bring this tramp descendant from the Caucasus Mountains back on that show, you're gonna lose a whole lot of people. You can go ahead and throw that shit in the trash. Throw the whole thing away. I'm just saying. If they bring the if Miss Cohen brings this woman back, maybe y'all might as well cancel the show. I want no parts of her. I think they are fake. Jason. Jason, you be glad. One of my palette cleansers today, one of my female palette cleansers today, I saw underneath her picture that you had liked her picture. I said, look at Jason. You when we get to the palette cleanser, you'll see her. I said, boy, Jason got good taste over here. She's real cute too. But I saw that you had already seen her picture. You had liked it. I said, look at because on Instagram it'll show you which one of your friends or followers has liked the video. So Jason, one of the palette cleansers is somebody you like. So, but yes, we don't have time for it. A bitch just came. A bitch just came. Child. If she was that interesting, what? If she was that interesting, her show wouldn't have gotten canceled. She could stay off of our real child. Which listen, we barely hanging on. We're barely hanging on. Moving on. We talked about this saga. This shit is confusing because even another woman I saw, I think it's a fourth woman involved now. Like it's like 4 or 5 women. Listen, the man is a 8-year-old trapped in a grown man's body, and I do mean a grown man's body because the man is like 7 feet and weigh like 300 plus pounds. Baby, I don't have time. And now y'all want to tell me that the original point, remember the stripper chick he got pregnant, the original porn slash OnlyFans skank Mariah Mills, who drug him with reckless abandon on Twitter. Well, her OnlyFans has blown up since she drug him on Twitter. And now I don't have time. I just can't. A bitch just can't. A bitch just can't. Nope. I just can't, y'all. He's not attractive at all. He is not cute at all, Morgan. Well, he's a basketball player. He has I think $194 million contract with the New Orleans Pelicans. So they're here for the money, okay? Mama is mad that she ain't get pregnant, so she could have a child and suck him dry like a succubus for the next 18 plus years. Mariah says the dick was trash, but still talking. Right. But we know, but Xavier, we know what this is about. This is about that he is the cash cow. And he ain't the smartest thing in the world. Listen, bruh has issues putting subject verb agreement together, okay? So they prey on, guys like him who ain't all there. Let's be clear, he gives IEPs. He gives you that. He had an IEP, but he had basketball talent. So he was, skated along all through the educational system. But now he's, he has access to money, access to what we're in the ABC. I'm not breaking this down because the bitch just can't. The woman said she done got a lot of money and a lot of new people based on, her dragging him. Baby, save your coins and keep it the fuck moving. Child. I saw this. I said, nope, not even doing it. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Girl, we're not here for this. I I'm not even entertaining this. I'm not entertaining it. I'm not. Y'all can read it. Y'all can go any way y'all want with this. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not doing this. Not caught out. That was my song. I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now. Come on, caught out there. That was a bop. Listen, Khalees used to have some bops. Say what y'all want to say about Khalees. She had some bops. Okay, caught out there was my shit, bitch. I used to play. I used to bump that shit like it was going out of style. Oh, that was my shit. Um, um, I just can't. The jokes just write themselves here. What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? I just can't. In more news of sluts and skanks, Selena Gomez, who's a whore, Selena Gomez gets around, allegedly. Mama gets around. Please be clear. There's no shortage of stories about people who have, dipped their spoon in her sugar bowl. It's a mess. Selena Gomez out here at soccer games trying to get put on. Selena, go sit down somewhere, Selena Gomez. Please. Please go sit down somewhere. You done had 3/4 of Hollywood and the entertainment business, and now you're going over there to the soccer fields trying to get them. Because soccer players make money, especially the ones across the water in Europe. They make a good chunk of change. Mama trying to get broke off again. I still want to know what talent she has because she's not a good actress. She has no. I, I don't know. She ain't even all that cute to me like that, but I guess they see it for her, honey. Maybe she got good head or good snatch. I don't know, but she done been up and down the streets of Hollywood getting dug the fuck out. And now she's going over there to soccer and says, "Oh yes, I'm single. I love you so much." Girl, if Pick Me was a person, I just she got money like that, Jason. They do be looking good, China White. When she was young, I was so hoping for Justin and Selena's child. She's a whore. Hey Zap, what's going on, bruh? Hall monitors, monitor the halls, monitor the halls. Hey Zap, what's good? Hall hall monitors. Whoo child, but she's a skank. But Jason, is she really worth a lot of money or something like that? I don't know, but she's a whole child. Let's go into the dossier. She was executive producer for 13 Reasons Why. Oh, okay. 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 That was a long time ago, honey. What has she done for us lately? She's on Only Murders in the Building, and she does a lot of produce. Okay, she's a producer. Okay. 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 She's a skank and a whore. That's what she is. I'm surprised she get pregnant by super sperm. Urgh, Nick Cannon. And with that, let's go into the dossier. They was dating for a while. Speaking of super sperm was out here saying that he was gonna take all his kids and his kids was gonna form this group This big family band and this group. Yeah, Selena and Nick Cannon dated. For a good minute. He was blowing her back out. Sure did. They sure did date. hmm That's why I'm like, I'm surprised she wasn't pregnant with the super sperm. Speaking of super sperm, um, Nick Cannon was out here telling people, um, listen, Nick Cannon is my baby daddy. He was out here, I wanted Nick Cannon for a long time, but his recent antics has really like got on my nerves. I still give him some Harold. He could still come over here and blow my back the fuck out. Let's be clear. But his latest antics recently get on my goddamn nerves. It would be a situation where I would say, just shut up and fuck me. You know what I'm saying? Like shut the fuck up and see what that stroke do. Anyway, um, no, he dated Christina Milian and he dated Selena Gomez at one point. According to him, Fran J, he has the super sperm, so I'll be pregnant. That was my whole point. He said he's finna form this Tracy. He said he's finna form this super band with his kids and start training them to sing and play instruments, and they're gonna be in this band or whatever. Baby, baby, baby shark, do. My girl, Queen Mariah said no means no, and yes means no. No means no, and yes means no. Okay? Mariah said, we're not doing that, honey. You would not have my kids out here, you know, slumming it up with the likes of these others over here. I'm telling you, that's how that conversation went. Mariah said, my kids will not be slumming it up with these others over here. Don't bring my kid. I mean, my kids can visit their brothers and sisters, say hi, all of that stuff. But please be clear, there are levels to this. They're my kids because mine were first, and then there's those other kids. Whatever you do with them, go ahead. Maybe they mamas need the money. I don't know. My kids ain't hurting for money, and will never hurt for money. They won't be in your little band. Sorry, girl. Girl, Mariah said, girl, you're not listening. Mariah said, my kids will not be involved. My kids will not be involved in your fuck shit and fuckery. Girl, find you something to do. We're not doing this. No, not doing it. Sorry. Now, maybe the mothers, they might need it for their kids. Over here, we'll need it. We're not hurting for money. Queen Mariah don't need this. That's Queen Mariah don't. Queen Mariah is out here selling off homes because the neighborhoods don't ran out. You remember they just told us Mariah Carey sold her home in Buckhead a couple weeks ago because she was like, yeah, she looked around. Yeah, this neighborhood ain't what it used to be. Girl, sell that shit. She said, they were like, but you gonna take a loss. Baby, I don't care. I can't sum it up with these people. I am Mariah. And when you're a Mariah Carey, you can afford to be a diva. If anybody's going to be a diva, who else should have a diva mentality outside of somebody like Mariah Carey? You tell me somebody else. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Mango and Moonbeams will have money for the rest of their lives, okay? Listen. Oh man. Monopoly and Mississippi ain't never gonna need no money, okay? They got money for the rest of their lives and the rest of their kids' lives. I'm just saying. Ooh. Menagerie and Maypole is not gonna be a YOLO band. Nick Cannon, okay? Child. Moon pies in Madagascar ain't got time to be over here slumming it up with your little kids, okay? Girl. Girl. I'm not doing this with y'all. Malaysia and Memphis, yes. Come on, we got to get the kids' names, okay? Meatballs and mayonnaise ain't got time to be slumming it up with your super sperm kids, girl. Oh my God, y'all are stupid. Oh God. Anyway, Molly and Montenegro. Oh, this is why I love Silly Saturday. Y'all give me so much life. Only on Silly Saturday do we have this much fun. Oh dear God. Y'all got me over here crying, laughing with y'all. Dear God above. Anyway, periodically through there's our chat today. Maleficent and Manny. Listen, for the rest of the live, we just gonna have convenient names for these kids. Milk and Magnesia, Milkshake and Mailman. At any given point during this live, just throw out names that we gonna have for these goddamn twins. I'm just saying. Y'all so damn silly. Oh, child. Listen, y'all, my baby, this is another one from one baby daddy to the next baby daddy. Listen, the things that I would do to the way the walls over here will come tumbling down off of this young man, y'all don't even understand. Oh, child. Baby, when I tell you maybe or maybe not. Ooh, girl. Muppets and mothballs, you know what? Marlon been fine. Been fine. Been fine. Going all the way back to the early 90s. Been fine. He been fine 30 years, 30 plus years. Been fine. Whoo, child. Anyway, girl. Okay, the way these legs just automatically open. Nah, Sean is not finding it. Sean was a little too hey girl, hey for me. Sean had a little too much glitter and sprinkles. Mega, and me, you know what? Y'all so silly. But yeah, Sean had a little too much, sugar in the sugar bowl for me. But Marlon could get everything he wanted. Marlon is in the news. Baby, he was trying to get out there to what was he flying out to? He was going to do a show. Was it Kansas City? I think he was flying out to Kansas City. Be that as it may. Let me pull up my notes. Oh boy. I can't even find my damn notes. Anyway, be that as it may, he was flying. His nephew is fine too. That Damon Wayans Jr., Damon Wayans' son, he fine too, child. Ooh, child. Anyway, he was flying out to Kansas City, yes, Kansas City, to do a show at the Kansas City Improv. He was flying first class on United. Now let me stop right there. I don't fuck with United. United Airlines ain't shit. Please be clear. Oh, listen, Sean is quiet. Sean has had a room down here to the Rainbow Coalition compound for some time. It's just the dark room. There's a whole wing that's completely blacked out. Like you need a black light in order to get to that part of the compound for those people who ain't ready for you to see. But he's had an executive suite down there in the dark room part of the Rainbow Coalition compound. Okay, but let's be clear. I'm a Delta. I fly Delta. I don't do United. Okay, I do not do United. So that was your first problem. United be charging an arm, a leg, a thigh, and a kidney, and give you subpar service. And they don't even fly everywhere. United don't even fly everywhere. Girl, I'm not doing the United. Put me on Delta, and I'll be fine. Okay, I fly Delta. Girl, we don't slum it up. Okay, let's be clear. I just talked about him, Xavier. I said Damian Wayne's son is fine as fuck too. Anyway, um, so he was flying first class on United. His bags, he was told that his bags was too big, and that they had to check his bags. He was like, "Hell no, I ain't checking no goddamn bags. I'm riding fucking first class. I paid all this fucking money. I'm not checking no damn bags." And he proceeded, excuse me, to walk onto the flight. Anyway, they called security, and police came and gave him a citation. Now he didn't go on the no-fly list, but they did tell him. Um, they did tell him that Xavier, you got to send me a picture of him because I got to see who you talking about then. Um, but they did give him a citation and tell him, yeah, bruh, this not how to work. This works. The fucking flight attendant told your fine ass with your dick, big donkey dick, fine ass that you can't come on here. You better be glad we ain't make you check that big donkey ass dick of yours, or pay extra to get that on this goddamn airplane. Now the woman said you got to check the fucking bag, check the goddamn my bag, and get over it, baby. They took him off the airplane and cited him, and he missed the flight, and so he got mad about it. He had a bit of a diva moment. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he did. He did have a diva moment. He did have a diva moment. Because, and I understand, some people don't like to go to baggage claim. Some people be like, listen, I don't have time to sit here and wait for baggage claim. And some people don't like doing baggage claim because some of these airlines have a propensity for for losing people's luggage. Some of these airlines, you know, flying into Indianapolis and your luggage end up in Istanbul. And so it's like, I'm not checking no bag. This is gonna be my care. I will fit it all in a carry-on and call it a day. So listen, Marlon, next time call me. I got you. Let me handle all of that for you. Okay, I got you, boo. You ain't got to be going through all of this. Don't fly United. That shit ain't worth it. Okay, them bitches ain't shit. Child. Them bitches ain't shit. I don't waited 2 hours for my bags, but that's because my stupid ass tried to go cheap. This was a couple years ago. I tried to go cheap and fly Southwest because you know they do bags for free. And baby, I went there and waited, and I waited an hour and 48 minutes, almost 2 hours. This was back in 2021. And this is when not that many people was flying. Girl, I waited all the goddamn time. I said never again. Never fucking again. I'm just saying. Exactly, Cams, and that's why you had that whole mass shooting at Fort Lauderdale Airport. Sure, and I fly into Fort Lauderdale Airport all the time. Sure, don't you know when I get in baggage claim, you see me snatching my head around. Anyway, um, boo, you don't have to be a diva. Get one of your assistants or somebody to take care of that for you, or just don't fly United because United ain't shit. He went off on a lady and told the lady, Bitch, I'd rather fly coach for a regular for one of y'all competitors than fly first class with y'all. If this what the fuck I got to go through. He had a whole diva moment. And every now and again, all of us have a diva moment. People be picking at celebrities who have diva moments, but everybody has those days where you go and who's ever behind that counter, baby, you getting it this day. Today is not that day. Don't come to me with this fuck shit, bitch. I done paid my money. I done did all of this shit. I done had to go through airport security. And the people behind the desk, they need to be more understanding. We don't have to sit over there and fuck off with TSA. And TSA ain't shit. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Because they know if you give them any grief, a bitch gonna come, tackle you to the ground, and throw your ass in jail. So we've already had to deal with the fuck shit. Even if, because I fly first class sometimes. Or if I'm not flying first class, I have TSA pre-check with clear. So, you know, if you have clear and TSA pre-check, you know, they skip you in the line. But even then, once they skip you in the line, you still got to go over there and deal with fucked up ass TSA agents that make you want to fight their ass. So we already in a bad mood when we come to this good counter. You don't need to exacerbate the situation like, you know, nah, motherfucking nerds. Understand where you are in your role. If you exactly, Cavs, if you fly enough, everybody is gonna have a diva moment at some point. Everybody, somebody's gonna get it, gonna catch it at some point. Southwest can eat my ass with a spoon. Yes, God. Oh God. I'm usually nice to the flight attendants. The people who have felt my wrath is the people behind the counter with the fuck shit. Because them be the ones with the fuck shit, the people behind the counter. Clear is worth the money. Listen, budgets waits. Please tell the people in the back. If y'all think TSA is worth it, I got TSA pre-check. But if you have clear on top of that, it's worth all of the money. It's worth the price. I pay it every time it's time to renew. I should do. And if you have American Express will pay you back for it. Like American Express, you can get clear for free with American Express. Anyway, in other news, I saw the picture of Xavier. He is cute, but I'll still take Damian Jr. though. So can I just say this? I'm sick of all of these rappers descended from the Caucasus Mountains. Like, I don't want to delve down the road and say that there's cultural misappropriation with these white rappers and stuff, but I can't help but feel the way I feel. Y'all be doing the fuck too much. And one of y'all, see, y'all better learn from Tekashi 69, where his ass had to fuck around and find out. Had to fuck around and find out. And I don't even know who the fuck this Island Boy person is, but bruh, I don't even know who this young man is. Let me read this. Maybe this will help me. Snoop Dogg has been threatened with the fade from one of the members of the Island Boys due to comments Snoop made about the duo a couple years back, and the rap legend has responded online. On Wednesday, Uncle Snoop took to Instagram to address the Island Boys' assertion that he would, quote, beat his ass if he ever saw him in person back in 2021. 2 years later, the West Coast icon responded with a meme of himself telling the personality to shut the fuck up, bitch. So the boy started at first by saying he would whoop Snoop's ass if he ever saw him in person. Snoop then jokingly put a caption under the Instagram post and said, "I don't want no smoke with cuz." I guess the boy's name is Soldier. And so it says Soldier's issue with the rapper began when Kevin Hart and Snoop joked about the Island Boys on their Peacock show 21 and Done. And they showed the clip of the twin brothers trying to sing in a pool, both Heaven and the dog father began to look embarrassed and ready their jokes. So he got his feelings because they was joking. Girl, this is real convoluted. And I ain't even got time. What I do have time for is this. I'm so sick of these little boys descended from the Caucasus Mountains. I'm so sick of them. You don't want it with Snoop. Young man, little boy, you don't want it with Snoop. Please be clear. You do not want it with Snoop. Exactly, Harold. This really could have been in the ABCs. A bitch came. Simone, you say the kids love them, child. I don't know these people. Are these the ones that be having all of the different colors in their hairs and stuff like that? Child, Snoop wouldn't even have to fight you. Do you know how connected Snoop is? Bruh, you don't want y'all better get these little white people. Y'all better get these people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. This is not the hill that you want to die on, bruh. If Snoop and Kevin Hart made a joke on you, feel glad. Be glad. They probably gave you some notoriety that you may not have had. I'm just saying. Y'all better, Snoop, which one of them? Is it Bloods or Crips that Snoop is tied to? Is it the Bloods or the Crips? I don't remember. I think it's the Crips that Snoop is tied to. But my thing about it is this, bruh, if you want it with Snoop Dogg, please make sure you have a whole arsenal with you. Okay, it is the Crips. Okay. Okay, it is the Crips. Okay, I knew it was one of them, either Bloods or the Crips. I knew he was with one. Okay, it's Crips. Okay. Right, because when he was on the Super Bowl halftime, he had on the blue and stuff like that. I remember. But girl, mama, listen, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Please bag back. Bag back. Girl, you don't want that kind of smoke. You're a clown. You're a whole fucking clown. And listen, that's why when people, I don't want to go down this road. I really don't want to go down this road. So let me just move on to the next story because I really feel myself being triggered. I'm not a fan of white rappers. I'm not saying that white people can't rap. I'm not a fan of white rappers. And that goes all the way back to Eminem. Get over it. I don't care. Moving on. Okay, so now the feds are indicting him. I think it's 30 plus counts. We'll see how this goes. Because they're already saying that conveniently the judge that got this is the same judge he had, what was that, last year or year before last, that saw it for him and was giving him all of these exceptionalities and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Some people are already asking the judge to recuse herself because she's already shown a propensity to side with him. I'm waiting to see when Fanny is supposed to be coming out sometime this month with all of her counts and an indictment and all of her counts. Please talk to me once we have a conviction. Right, they've asked the judge to recuse herself. Now this because she's way up there in Palm Beach, and they're trying and from what I understand, they're trying to have the case be tried in Miami. Listen. Baby, when you get a conviction, talk to me then. I'm not going to get excited about all of the blathering and bloviating about that you're going to hear on the news media cycle. Now, I do think at some point between Alvin Bragg in Manhattan, Fannie Willis in Fulton County, Georgia. The Fed case down in Florida, down in South Florida. Something's going to stick. I do believe that. And there are other pending cases in other areas as well. But I'm not going to get excited until we have a conviction. Do I think that the judge is going to recuse herself? Probably not. The hubris of these people is unimaginable. Let's be clear. Moving on. In the great state of Arizona, that's Jason's state. We got some good news out of Arizona. Okay. Some good news out of Arizona. Y'all like how they put the LGBTQ flag, the rainbow flag with the Arizona flag? Y'all saw how I did that? I found that. Yeah. Now put them in Sing Sing. Champagne is so nice, but I won't pop the cork until I see the bracelet. Right. When mama puts on these good Chanel bangles, girl, then we'll feel good about it. But until she gets those good, you know, child, until she gets these good Bulgari Issey Miyake bangles on her wrists, we're not gonna worry about it. Anyway, no, I wish it was that Kirsten Cinema slipped and fell and cracked her skull. No, it's not that. We could only hope. We could only hope, Jason. But the governor of Arizona, Governor Katie Hobbs, she vetoed a bill that would have prevented students in public schools from using a bathroom or changing facility for a sex different than their gender assigned at birth. The legislation, the legislature down to Arizona tried to put one of those anti-trans bills through, you know, the bathroom bills and all of that stuff. Mama said we're not having it. And thank God they don't have a super majority. They don't have a super majority in Arizona. So Republicans have a very narrow majority in the House and the Senate down to Arizona. So since they ain't got no super majority, it can't go nowhere. So good. Good. I'm here for it. Thank God Katie Hobbs won. And not what's the other chick that forgot she was black that lost that still got the lawsuit? Carrie Lake. That's her name. Carrie Lake. Thank God she ain't win. Because the former governor, Doug Ducey, if you remember in Arizona, he signed a bill that didn't allow trans students to play in sports outside of the gender that they were on their birth certificate or that they were born with. And prohibited them from undergoing surgical or gender affirming care. He signed that before he went out of office. And so they tried to slip this one in. Katie Hobbs said, no, bitch. No means no. And yes means no. Yeah, Kirsten Sinema is still a senator, at least until next year, at least until 2024, when she'll be voted out. That's why she said, I'm independent now and not Democrat, because don't nobody want no parts of her. Ooh. Oh, she gets on my goddamn nerves. Doug Ducey is a Trump bean, so I really can't believe that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But that's our good news. Listen. So this one here was in the news earlier this week. I ain't even cover it because I just it came across to me like ABC, a bitch can't, where she went off on this tirade or about this child crying, and then she you know, and found out it was T.I. and Tiny's grandchild. And so instead of her, you know, trying to back up off of it, at least try to backpedal and pussy pop off of it, or say, oh my bad, I know, maybe I was having a moment, you know, do like she always do, blame it on her mental illness, because she blames everything on the fact that she has, you know, mental episodes and stuff like that. That's her excuse for everything. Um, oh, thank you so much, Simone Love, for your cash app. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But she's doubling down. Child, let me read this to y'all real fast. Her name is Chica, because a lot of us didn't even know who the fuck you was before this. Okay, let's be clear. She's allegedly a rapper. Chica is her name. Chica is showing no signs of remorse for throwing serious shade in the direction of T.I. and Tiny's grandchildren, now doubling down on her original comments. Nearly a week later, and Chica continues to face backlash surrounding her comments about T.I. and Tiny's grandchild. The industry gamers the industry games rapper aired out her grievances after Jonique Pullins' child sat in first class and allegedly began to cry during the red-eye flight. This led to a long-winded tirade on Twitter, including a variety of insults. We saw it last earlier this week. Still, Chica has no remorse about targeting two children in her late night rant. After a fan asked Chica if she apologized to the mother and the child, the rapper wrote, quote, "Why would I do that?" Child. Still, she said her tweets weren't personal, nor did she what am I? Nor did she feel sorry for, quote, venting about a scenario or stranger, end quote. Child. She's doubled it. She then goes on to say, plus Shorty tried to insult me back. So at that point, we even. She wasn't even on the flight. Child, girl, child. Baby, people are not going to be okay with you coming at you. You around here calling people's children bitch ass and all of this kind of stuff. You're just not going to get away with appearing on Al Gore's Good Internet like this and calling somebody's child bitch ass. I don't give a fuck what problem we may have with T.I. and Tiny and their alleged scandals. That baby ain't got nothing to do with this. So you calling baby, I mean, she went in and off on these babies. Baby, put on some sound reduction, noise cancellation earphones and call it a fucking day, okay? And even if you mad, what you don't do is go on social media telling people, "Oh, I paid $34.99 just to cuss them out." Girl, get you something to do with yourself. You could have saved that $34.99 and invested in a better look than what we see the fuck here. And get that $34.99 and invest in a gym somewhere for me, please. Get that $39.99 and invest in some PR training. Get that $34.99 and spend some more money to go sit on someone's couch and deal with whatever issues you got going on. Listen, Cams and I are people who fly a lot. You deal with kids on the plane, but that's why I never travel without my noise cancellation earphones. Okay, and if a child is just that loud, baby, I just turn my shit all the way up. It's either I'm dealing with the child or my music in my ear. And baby, I'm just moving on. Yeah, budgets. Wait, she said she had to pay $34.99 for internet access on the flight. Baby, I don't know what flight she was on. I ain't never had to pay that much for internet on a flight. $34.99, girl, it ain't that serious. Listen, the way she came at those little kids was disrespectful. You don't talk about little babies like that. Not little kids like that. You just don't go, them kids ain't did nothing to you. Girl, get your life. Moving on. I feel myself about to go down this road on her. I feel a sugar spike coming on. Girl. She lied about the internet price. She probably did try to turn it like she had to do something. Girl, you ain't did nothing. Wait, she 26? Oh, girl. Girl, you that don't look 26, baby. That look about 52. She would look good for 52. But baby, you saying you 26, baby, your issue is with life. That's your issue. That's who you need to be cussing out. Life, not these damn kids. Oh no, ma'am. Oh no, ma'am. Girl, you're what? 20 who? Girl, if you don't go sit your meatball looking ass the fuck down. Let me not do this. Mm-mm. 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 Y'all not gonna tell me this woman is 26. Y'all not gonna I don't believe that. Mm-mm. 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 Baby, you can't be out here inviting people to dog walk you. Okay. She's inviting people to dog walk her, and then come on Al Gore's good internet looking like this. Girl, don't save her. She don't want to be saved, okay? In the immortal words of one J. Cole, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Monique, she do not look your age, Monique. Monique, she look about 15 years older than you. Girl, let me put Monique's comment up here. Monique, you see how beautiful you and radiant you are in this picture? Mama looks at least 15 years older than you. She could go for 50. She could go for 50. I got some aunts in their 60s that look better than her. I have some aunts in their 60s that look way better than her. Girl, what the fuck are you doing? Girl, girl. But you got all the smoke in the world for these people cheering. Cause you better go sit the fuck down somewhere. Sit the fuck down somewhere. Where y'all find these people? We didn't even know you existed, lady. A lot of us had no clue you existed. And now, because of you and your antics, you force us to look at the travesty that is your body and your face. You force us now to pay attention to what the fuck you got going on over here. Now we're forced to look at you. Simone said, don't put her in my 50s bracket. Put her in the 60s. Yes, ma'am, Simone. Simone said, girl, we're not doing this. Well, don't put her in my bracket. Mm-mm. Yes, ma'am, Simone. Let them know, honey. Mama, she's not with us. Simone says she's not with us. She's not with us. Okay. So Matt Barnes and Gloria Govan, his ex-wife, are in the news again. Girl. So according to the blogs, Matt Barnes seemingly has threatened to expose his wife Gloria Govan amid their ongoing battle over child support payments. He's quoted saying, "I'll be sure to tell your husband why you're really in your feelings." Girl, Matt Barnes, please go sit the fuck down somewhere, Matt Barnes. Please go sit down. Go sit down. Girl, they're in the midst of a court battle um, over alleged six-figure back child support and a six-figure back child support check. Listen, I don't really care, but this is the part going back to the remember when we were doing a bitch can't with Zion Williamson. See what these skanks don't realize when they go about trying to get with these women, not women, going about trying to get with these men because they feel like this is their cash cow and this is their way that this is their come up. This is the way that they gonna make it. Here's the problem. A lot of them ain't shit. A lot of them have been brought through life because they've had exceptional skills in the sports arena, on the basketball court, on the gridiron, on the field, and all of that. and they've been told all through life that everything's going to be catered to them. They don't have to do certain things. They've had exceptions and exceptionalities their entire life and been skated along, which has given them an inflated sense of self, which has, engorged their delusions of grandeur. And so you have to deal with the fact that many of them are fucked up in the head. They ain't shit. And while you may be thinking, oh, I'm finna get all this money, I'm about to have this child, they about to be on child support. In a lot of circumstances, these women end up in bitter custody battles, child support battles, years and years and years trying to, get money out of them, where they be like, girl, I ain't got it. And then to conflate the issue, remember, a lot of these men have a finite period of time. The average career in the NFL, I think, it's like between 3 and 4 years, and the average career in the NBA is about the same. So even though there are outliers and some people have 10-year careers, 15-year careers, but the average is less than 5 years for both NBA and NFL. And so you're trying to be, get the money. A lot of these men end up out of the league, and they ain't making money like that. They're not making money like that. So you over here trying to, secure the bag. Ain't no bag to secure. And then you mix that with the fact that they don't give a fuck about you. They ain't shit, ain't never been shit, ain't trying to be shit. Girl, that's a bad combination. That's a bad formula. Now, Cams, in this situation, I was just talking in general, but in this situation, that is what the people are saying. They are saying the problem is Gloria. They're saying the problem is not Matt. And remember, Gloria had that. Hey, Weezy F, hall monitors, monitor the doors. Hi, Weezy F, boo. Now the problem is, people are saying that Gloria is the problem. A lot of people are saying Gloria is the problem. And remember, Gloria had that whole situation with Derek Fisher. And there was that whole situation with Gloria done been real scandalous for a real long time. Girl, I mean, quiet as it's kept, we all kind of want to know what the tea is. I mean, Matt, if you're gonna give us the tea, go ahead and give us the tea, Matt. But allegedly, the check that he owes her is $133,000. He owe her a check for $133,000. Child, Derek Fisher needed his ass whooped though. No, Derek Fisher needed his ass whooped. Derek Fisher was fucked up for that shit. He was real fucked up for that. I wanted to give an update on this story. So we covered this story last week with Byron Perkins and the dude. So, the gays was not going to let it go. So they really started coming at this guy and doxing this guy. Allegedly, the man, I think Byron Perkins is what, 20 or 21 years old, I think he is. This man is like 35 years old. They're saying that he's allegedly a coach. They're saying that he has a propensity for preying on 33, 35. It's all about the same. They says that he has a propensity for preying on young black men. They say that everything that he involves with, he's trying to put himself in black spaces. Now, I'm not putting no judgment. I'm just reporting on what the people found out. They said that he's a one of the sponsors for Deviant Events. Now, if you're not in the Black LGBTQ arena, you don't know what that is. Deviant Events is these parties that they have at different clubs around the country that promotes black gay men. It's for black gay men. And they do have a boom boom room at a lot of these deviant events, um, parties. But listen, baby, what they're saying is that it ain't clean. This ain't clean. The water ain't coming out clean. Oh, Deviant Events came out and said he has no official position. Oh, child. He's just a friend of the organizer. Oh, so which speaks to the fact that he just wants to. He's always trying to align himself with the Black LGBTQ community. It comes off as a fetish, and so people are saying that you usually see him with much younger men because some of the being honest, a lot of these younger black gays, they can't differentiate between if somebody truly is here for them or if they're being fetishized. God, that's a hard word to say. And being young and just coming into your own, you looking for that love. Somebody who is preying on you may disguise their fetish with real love, and you not knowing no better, you could fall for the trap. And that's what this looks like it is. That's what the people are saying this look like it is. I'm just saying. But listen, and a lot of people are saying, well, why do you care? Da da da. Why do people care? Why do people? Because, as I stated last week, it becomes a problem when every time you see examples of prominent of black gay men in mainstream media and the news, you never see them adjacent another black gay man. So it doesn't affirm. It's not affirming for black gay men. It makes it seem as if we are not enough. We're not worthy of our own. As if we're not a good catch. We're always looked at as you're not gonna. It's not gonna work unless you have somebody white on your shoulder. As if you can't affirm yourself and be with another black gay man. I don't know. I'm not gonna go back down this road, but I just wanted to give y'all the update because more information has come out. The girls were not gonna let it go. The girls was not gonna let it go. They was gonna get down to the bottom. Black Twitter, and more specifically Black gay Twitter, baby, they be here for it. I'm just saying. This coffee this morning, y'all, is extra good. Extra. Yeah. All right, y'all. And now we do Jason, we do have the same fight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, it's time for your sugar spike segment. You see, this is the part that I like. Major sugar spike. So love now, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son. Major sugar spike. And shall ever believe. Major sugar spike. They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus! Listen. What you say, Jason? You learned a lot of these meetings, child. In our first sugar spike segment story, in the great state of Louisiana, they have passed a bill. Well, a bill has passed through the legislation in Louisiana that cracks down on teens' unrestricted internet access statewide. Okay. Hey, Quintessential. Hey, boo. It's one of our hall monitors. Let me read this for you. Louisiana Lawmakers recently passed a bill to bar minors from signing up to use online services like social media apps and video games without parental permission. With the bill now headed to the desk of Governor John Bell Edwards for signature, the proposal could soon be a reality for children and teens in the Pelican State. At this time, Governor Edwards hasn't commented on his position about the bill on his public platforms. According to the Louisiana State Legislature, State Representative Lori Schlegel introduced the bill 61 introduced House Bill 61 earlier this year. The bill would limit minors' unfettered access to, quote, any website, application, or similar electronic means that involves the creation and sharing of information, ideas, personal messages, and other content, including texts, photos, and videos, end quote. If approved, the measure would take effect on August 1st, 2024. We should add that it passed by unanimous vote in both the Senate and House of Representatives earlier this week, signaling that there isn't much opposition by in state politicians. Listen, I was saying the same thing, Cams. I really want to read this and really see what the bill truly says. I just want to know how you're going to enforce this. I is there now, Cams? You work in internet, IT, internet security. I'm not trying to dox Cams, so you may have a little more insight on this. Is there some type of geo targeting or geo tracking that can happen where they can limit access to certain apps based on geographic location or something like that? Like I'm not, or they can put a gated wall on some of these applications before letting someone in. Like I'm really confused. And here's the deal. Even if you put like a gated wall where you said you had to put your date of birth, couldn't a teen just lie? Like in the whole history of mankind, all annals of time, teens have been some of the smartest people on earth in terms of trying to sneak and get something that they ain't supposed to get. So I'm really trying to figure out how this is going to be enforced. Geo blocking based on IP address is possible. Okay, see, that's why I got my experts in here. I have my IT expert Cams. I have my medical expert Janae. I think y'all, I have my Gen Z expert Xavier. This is why we're here. Thank you. See, we're learning. So geo blocking is possible, but here's the deal. How is that going to work? Are they going to like? Is there going to be some kind of form or something that they got to fill out before they go in? And couldn't they just lie on the form and act like they're their parents? Like, I'm so confused here. You can block VPN access, though. Okay. See, that's why we have Cams. I need you to go follow up on this, do some research on this, mix your political side with your IT side, come back and give us the real rundown on how this is going to work or the possibilities of how this is going to work. I need you to do that homework. And then later this week, on one of the lives, we need you to come back and report for us. Okay. Thank you, Cams. That's why we got you here. But even with Pornhub being blocked in YouTube, a lot of teenagers can just in there. If I'm not mistaken, there's like this form or this verification that you got to figure out, put out there. I don't know. Y'all figure it out. Cam's gonna let us know. He gonna come back and he's gonna let us know. In other news, it doesn't. It's not gonna bother me because I'm not a teenager. Haven't been for a long time. None of the teenagers today were even born when I was a teenager. And don't you say nothing, Tracy. Cha. Ooh, cha. Okay, we're looking for you to follow up this week. Um, who is this young man on your screen? That is Tallahassee Mayor. What's this man's name? I just John Daly, not to be confused with John Daly, former PGA Tour member. So um he's a Democrat. He's the mayor of Tallahassee. Now, some of you all may remember Andrew Gillum, who ran for governor of Florida, was also the mayor of Tallahassee. When he ran for governor, he had just come out of the mayor's seat as mayor of Tallahassee, Florida, which is the capital of Florida. Anyway, he's a Democrat, so he was slated to have a meeting. I'm sorry, he was slated to have an LGBTQ plus advisory council meeting during Pride Month, kind of like a town hall to, get the, just have the mayor sit down with some of the LGBT plus community, Q plus community leaders, sit down and get a lay of the land and assessment of where they are and how, as mayor, he can best help them and so forth. Well, he came out and said, yeah, this is not going to happen. Let me read this. And the people are real upset because he came out before Pride Month and even during the election cycle saying that he would foster a more close relationship with the LGBTQ plus community and saying that and making all of these promises that he would do all of these things. Well, he done backpedaled and pussy popped off of that and said, oh yeah, I was supposed to have that. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Girl, get over it. He's a Democrat. And so now liberals in that part of Florida are losing their goddamn minds. Tallahassee Community Action Committee, which is a grassroots organization dedicated to equality, went in and released a statement. Part of that statement read as such, quote, Mayor John Daly and other officials have shamelessly used the LGBTQ plus community when it is politically convenient, yet they refuse to take concrete actions to support and protect our community members from hate speech and discriminatory actions, end quote. Now, here's the problem. Tallahassee sits on the panhandle of Florida, okay? There are only 2 blue spots in the whole panhandle of Florida. That's Tallahassee and Jacksonville. And those areas are surrounded by a sea of red. Those are the only 2 blue areas in that northern part of Florida, Tallahassee and Jacksonville. And so Tallahassee is supposed to be seen as a place like Jacksonville where they are sensitive to the issues of LGBTQ plus. It's supposed to be a safe haven area, Tallahassee being a college town, where amongst this sea of hate, at least I can find this oasis and this safe haven where LGBTQ plus people are meeting with, are able to be open and free. And it seems like he's bending the knee to pressures of Governor Death Sentence, who also resides in Tallahassee because that's the state capital, and others in the area that want no parts of LGBTQ plus rights. I told you this is in the middle of Bible Belt country. The northern part of Florida is Bible Belt country. They want no parts of this. Now, he's saying that it's postponed, but people are have already talked to people on the inside saying that it's pretty much flat out canceled. So listen, let me say this about these politicians. They use Black people. They use LGBTQ plus. They use the Latinx community. They use every marginalized group, especially on the Dem side, especially on the Dem side, in order to garner votes when they truthfully have no intentions on doing right by these groups or doing anything to help progress these groups along. What we as voters have to be more vigilant about is we have to be more vigilant in the primary process. We have to be much more um, assertive in finding out who these people are during the primary process so we can weed some of these fucktards out prior to them being the only option on the ballot. Because what ends up happening is, in a lot of cases, we'll have a Republican and then a Republican light, a pronounced Democrat, which is really just a light Republican. That's what you end up having. And they will flaunt themselves and try to posture themselves as being more liberal. And yeah, they're really not. So we have to be much more invested in the primary process. And more news. So the Pentagon, thank you, Yellow Dog Democrats, thank you, Cams. The Pentagon we took issue with just a few days ago, or last week, I should say, when they had their whole situation when they canceled the drag show at the Air Force Base. They're back in the news. Now they want to have it both ways. Now the Pentagon is complaining that, oh, all of these bills being passed in all of these states targeting the LGBTQ plus community is hurting recruitment in the military. You think that the antics that y'all got going on, canceling drag shows and stuff like that, isn't helping? You think that the fact that you all often align with many of these bigoted Republicans isn't helping? Child, let me read this mess. This is coming from Jahan Jones, one of my favorite writers. I thought the Unabomber was already dead, Xavier. I thought he died a long time ago. He was still alive? Child, girl, boom. I don't even think you were alive when the Unabomber was a thing back then, Xavier. Xavier, were you alive when the Unabomber was a thing? That was like back in the 90s, I think. Child. Yeah. Like, I expect to be talking about the Unabomber in our In the Year segment. Anyway, let me read this from my boy Jahan Jones. Love his writing. It's becoming a common refrain in the conservative movement to publicly lambaste the United States military for purported weakness, which conservatives claims is evident in the Pentagon's diversity and inclusion efforts. Alabama's Tommy Tuberville, a member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, was most recently criticized for this after claiming the Biden administration's concerns about white nationalists in the military harmed readiness and recruitment. When a reporter asked the Republican senator whether white nationalists should be in the military, Tuberville said, referring to the Biden administration, quote, "They called them that. I call them Americans." We talked about that on this channel. After facing black backlash, Tuberville said he doesn't believe racism belongs in the military. His apparently laissez-faire approach to bigotry in the military is a pretty accurate distillation of the GOP's general view of the military's diversity and inclusion efforts, despite the fact top military officials have spoken on countless occasions of these efforts' usefulness in recruitment and retainment. Let me get to the meat and potatoes. At the Center for a New American Scrutiny's annual National Security Conference on Tuesday, a high-ranking Air Force official explained that the nationwide wave of anti-LGBTQ plus laws passed by conservative lawmakers could hurt the military's readiness. Quote, when I'm forced to move families from installations because their school will do nothing when their LGBT kid is being bullied, that worries me because that's distracting from the mission, that's distracting from our readiness. End quote. And that's Alex Wagner, Assistant Air Force Secretary for Manpower and Reserve Affairs. Defense One, a news site focused on national security, when the first was the first outlet to report the comments. Wagner went on to say if service members are thinking and concerned about the experience their kids are having, they're not going to be focused on their jobs. They're not going to be focused on their mission. Uh, so here's the deal. True enough, if service members are worried that their kids won't be accepted in the schools in the area, they're going to want to move to a different deployment, or to, they're going to want to be, at a distant, at a different, um base, or they're going to want to be, in a different area because their kids are paramount to them. But let's be clear, military, y'all have no problem, bending the needs of these people when it's convenient, when y'all are looking for extra money for defense, for the defense bills. But now it's a problem. I'm sorry, you can't have it both ways. Miss me with all of it. Miss me. And then you got General Lloyd Austin over here, not allowing, drag shows at the military bases when they've had them for decades now. You're not helping. Go miss me with this. Go find you something to do with yourselves. With yourself. Okay, so hey, really be hall monitors. I know she a hall monitor. Get her anyway. Get her anyway. So earlier this week, y'all, we talked about Justin Bieber's dad, Jeremy Bieber. And I said, you know what? I could dog walk this man, but I'm not. And we were going to dog walk him because he put this out there. This was the thing he put on his social media. Don't forget to thank a straight person this month for your existence. Because these people got a lot of smoke and they got a whole lot of ire, a whole lot of venom and vitriol for the LGBTQ plus community this month. It's a lot of smoke these people have. Well, the people started to drag him for his comments. Jeremy Bieber, Justin Bieber's dad. And then he came out with this because he wanted to double down. He said, quote, we need to celebrate families. You know, the reason we're all here, the things this generation glorifies is unbelievable. He also said, acknowledging the nuclear family is offensive. My apologies to those offended. Was not my intent. Not that my opinion matters. Let me tell your motherfucking ass something, Jeremy Bieber. Let's be clear. We're not looking for your acceptance, Jeremy Bieber. We're not looking for your acceptance at all. Let's be clear. For the first parts of your child's career, and even now, people still believe that Justin Bieber has a room down here to the Rainbow Coalition compound. I wanted to show me on the doll what white stunt queen painted you and stole your credit cards at the trailer park. Please let me know what white stunt queen left skid marks on your bed sheets. I'm sorry, which first cousin of yours? Which male first cousin of yours left shit stains on your bed sheets and stole your Discover credit card and stunned out and got you for all your money that got you this mad? Let us know. Show us on the doll where they hurt you. Because we're not looking for your affirmation. We're not looking for you to celebrate Pride Month with us. It's not made for you. And this is the problem that I have with a lot of these people that come out this month with all of this hate, venom, and vitriol. The LGBTQ plus community is not looking for you all to celebrate us. We're not looking for y'all to do a goddamn thing for us. It is us celebrating ourselves. It is us affirming who we are. It is us saying we are very proud of who we are. Why did we have to do this? Because we had been locked in closets, forced into closets, and forced not to be out for fear of our own lives and safety. We still have children right now committing suicide because they're afraid to live in their truth. So we're not looking for you people to affirm us. We're not looking for you people to give us anything. We don't need you to be proud for us. We are here for ourselves. Let us stay in our Rainbow Coalition compound. Let us have our goddamn picnics. Let us have our goddamn parades. And let us be as gay as we want to be. Sprinkles, glitter, rainbows, and unicorns all over the goddamn place. Mixed in with a little bit of leather and lube and condoms. And a couple cocktails too. And for the girls who do it, a couple Molly pills or ecstasy pills. For the girls who do that. Just saying. But you trashed. The entirety of the Bieber family is trash. From Justin to his mammy to his inbreeding ass daddy. They're all trash. Find you something to do with yourself. Find you something to do with yourself. Please. Moving on. Hey, man. I loves me some man. Hey, man. It's time for our video breakdowns, ladies and gentlemen. See what we got this week for our video breakdowns. See what we got cheer this week. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Once. He makes me to lie down in green pageant. He leads me beside the still whore. He restores my soul. He leads me in the righteous for his name's sake. Yea, I walk through a valley shelter of death. I will fear no evil. I will fear no evil.
Did she say still whore? Did that woman say still? Wait, we gotta play it again. Did she say still whore?
Once. He makes me to lie down in green pageant. He leads me beside the still whore. He restores my soul. He leads me in the righteous for his name's sake. Yea, I walk through a valley shelter of death. I will fear no evil. I will fear no evil.
Pageanter. I couldn't deal with the pageanter because I'm still dealing with her saying still whore. Wait, we got to do a couple more times on that, y'all, because it's all in the different words.
Once. He makes me to lie down in green pageant. He leads me beside the still whore. He restores my soul. He leads me in the righteous for his name's sake. Yea, I walk through a valley shelter of death. I will fear no evil. I will fear no evil.
Oh, God. Listen, still whore. It's the still whore for me, okay? Still, one more time, so we can make sure. Listen, y'all, only on Silly Saturday do we have this.
He maketh me to lie down in green pasture. He leads me beside the still water. He restores my soul. He leads me in the righteous for his name's sake. Yea, I walk through a valley shelter of death. I will fear no evil. I will fear no evil.
What do y'all want me to do with that? Or what do y'all? Girl, imagine if that was your girlfriend and you sitting next to her and the whole church is listening to your girlfriend read this out like this. How embarrassed is that? Baby, when I tell you I'll do one of these numbers and walk out in embarrassment, baby, I'll wait for you in the car. You ain't finna embarrass me like this. I'll wait for you in the car. We ain't doing this. Valley of the shelter of death. Right. One more time.
He maketh me to lie down in green pasture. He leads me beside the still water. He restores my soul. He leads me in the righteous for his name's sake. Yea, I walk through a valley shelter of death. I will fear no evil. I will fear no evil.
No, Harold, you got to send me Harold, you got to send me the video. If you send it to me now, I might can put the video up for us all to watch and see. Harold, get on your job, Harold. Send me the video. Anyway, we have another video, bonus video.
The next morning.
Did you have sex? Why is this?
Your Honor, we didn't.
Okay, she says no.
She's lying. Yes, Your Honor.
She's lying and you did.
Times.
Okay, several times.
Several times.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Your
lie.
Honor, if I can tell you.
What woman is gonna drive 5 hours?
No.
Well, no, I assume she expected it. That's exactly what she expected. Go ahead.
Your Honor, nothing sexual other than some kissing happened for the simple fact that when he took his clothes off and sat on the motel sheets and there was poop stains everywhere, my stomach cringed. So I got myself an extra thing and put it on my side, and no, nothing else happened.
Okay. I asked.
What do y'all want me to do with that? What do you want me to do with that? Please, God. One more time.
The next morning.
Did you have sex? Why is this?
Your Honor, we didn't.
Okay, she says no.
She's lying. Yes, Your Honor.
She's lying and you did.
Times.
Okay, several times.
Several times.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Your
lie.
Honor, if I can tell you.
What woman is gonna drive 5 hours?
No.
Well, no, I assume she expected it. That's exactly what she expected. Go ahead.
Your Honor, nothing sexual other than some kissing happened for the simple fact that when he took his clothes off and sat on the motel sheets and there was poop stains everywhere, my stomach cringed. So I got myself an extra thing and put it on my side, and no, nothing else happened.
Okay. I asked.
I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what y'all want from me. But I do know this. Oh boy. Harold did find the video. Harold did send me the video. Y'all want the video? Y'all want the video? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Harold would go find the video. Now I got to go through all of these bells, whistles, and hoops to get the video up. Hold on, y'all. Hold the hell on. Y'all want the video? Do y'all want the video? The full video with the lady? Because we don't got to do the whole video, y'all. We ain't got to do it, do we? Y'all want the video? All right, we're going to do the video, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got to take Man down for a second. I got to take Man down for a second so we can put the video up. Hold on, y'all. Y'all got me doing double duty today. Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves. Now is a good time to hit the like button. If you want to support the platform, now is a good time. If you want to make a contribution to the platform, you can do that now while I'm pulling all of this up. Because I love y'all. See, this is the extra stuff that we get. See, when I'm by myself, I can do this. I can do this. When I'm by myself, I can do this. When we have guests sometimes, you got to, make sure you keep it all together. You can't have all of these extra things. And now when I need my internet to act right. See, I got the old laptop over here and the new laptop in front of me. The new laptop will work. The old laptop be on this book. Y'all know the old laptop that I used to have issues with. So the old laptop is over here that I'm using to post, the pictures and stuff. The new laptop I use with my notes. Maybe I should switch it out. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit the like button, share, subscribe, all of this stuff. Y'all know what we could do too at this time. Remember we do hashtags and stuff like that. Okay. I don't know why did that happen? Hold on 1 sec. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. It should be coming up now. Milk and magnesia. Yeah, let's put some more names for Mariah and Nick's cheering. Wait, I can't hear it. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. All right. Harold, I just want you to know that this is taking a lot. Way to go, Harold. More money and more money. Very multiple menagerie of monotony. Child. All right. I think we ready. All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
He makes me to lie down and
What is wrong, internet? Hold on.
green pageant. He leads me beside the still whore. Down in green pageant. He leads me beside the still whore. He restores my soul. He leads me in the righteous for his name's sake. Ye are walk through a valley shelter of death. I will fear no evil, no evil. For there are with For they are with me. They rod and they staff. They comfort me. They comfort me. Amen. They prepare a table before me in the place of my enemies. Amen. In their place with oil, my cups running over. Surely, goodly, and mercy. Surely, goodly, and mercy shall follow.
I, I, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening. Why is this happening? God, listen. Let me go back to what I was doing. Let's get back to our regular. Listen, Jason. The fact that you called them Mothra and mononucleosis, I can't do this with y'all. Not Mothra and mononucleosis. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. We're not doing this with y'all. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. Get back to our regularly scheduled programming. We left off with my boo, Man. Not We Are Hooked on Phonics. Child. Shilly Dilly and Mercy is how I will greet folks. Shilly Dilly. Oh, God. All right. So those are our video breakdowns of the day. It's time to go in the year. What's our year? Somebody tell me what's the year. Oh, I done got instantly hungry, y'all. I need to go get me some lunch. I just got instantly hungry, y'all. I think I'm gonna go get me some more crabs today. More crabs today. Anyway, we did 2009 before Budgets Waits. We've done 2009, 1982. Somebody last week got it right on the nose. Tracy said 2011. We did 1998. Jason, we did 98. All right. We've been to 1991. Did we do 91? I don't know. The year is 2012. 2012. What were you doing in 2012? If you remember the big Lance Armstrong scandal where they took all of his awards and stuff like that, stripped him of all of his trophies because he had been doping. Remember he had the little yellow Live Strong wristbands because he had testicular cancer, and everybody had the Live Strong wristbands Baby, he went down in a flame of glory, honey. Baby, they drug Lance Armstrong, honey. Remember that whole big scandal? Child, a mess. A mess. Hurricane Sandy came and hit the New Jersey, New York area and devastated the coastline there. Remember, I tried to find the picture. There was like this picture of this wooden uh amusement park ride, this wooden roller coaster that looked like it was in the middle of the ocean and shit. Child. How do I find the information from the very listen? That's why I told you it'd be taking me some time to produce this show. We put in a lot of production value over here. It takes me a few hours to do this show. But yeah, devastated that area. Your son graduated high school and your wife got published. Well, kudos to them. 2012 was a good year for y'all. Sandy Hook happened. I believe that was in December of 2012. Sandy Hook, which proved that white people don't care about no children as much as they profess to care about kids. When Sandy Hook happened and that boy went in there and shot all the people, you think they would have put some things in place to allow for less assault rifles? They said, we'll have our assault rifles. Damn the little kindergartners and first graders who died. Damn them to hell. We don't care. And we still have more. They have not done a single thing to curtail gun violence and access to these assault rifles. A mess. Trayvon Martin was murdered in 2012. If you recall, Trayvon Martin was murdered in 2012 by George Zimmerman, which sparked a lot of protests. The Black Lives Matter movement started, believe it or not, from the Trayvon Martin case. It didn't start from George Floyd. The Black Lives Matter movement stems from the Trayvon Martin murder that happened. Trayvon Martin went to the school where I taught, so I have at that time, I have a closeness to this story. I know his mom well. I know his mom really, really well. They're all from Miami, so. The beautiful, the voice, the incandescent Whitney Elizabeth Houston also was taken away from us in 2012. There was a lot of shit happening in 2012. But we lost the voice in 2012. I remember when that came out, and I just would not believe it. I just would not believe it. Just like when Michael passed, I didn't believe Michael Jackson was dead. When Whitney passed, I did not believe Whitney Houston was dead. Child. I remember I played all Whitney Houston for like 6 weeks straight. Like the only thing I would play was Whitney Houston for like 6 weeks straight. Whew. Child. Remember there was the shooting at the movie theater when they were watching The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, and that guy went in there, shot up, killed almost 20 people, injured almost 70. And I remember being afraid to go to movie theaters. Like I didn't go to a movie for a while after that. And I remember when I did go, when I tell you, I made sure I knew where every exit was. I remember snatching my head around every time I heard anything loud because I was so afraid that some idiot might come in there and offer us all. I remember being very afraid the first movie that I went to after this situation. Yeah. We had the Jerry Sandusky Penn State scandal, where it came out that he was over there molesting boys for decades over there, and Joe Paterno turned a blind eye to all of the shit he had going on and all of the things that he was doing to boys, to little boys, in the locker room, in the shower. It was happening on campus. Like, it was some sick shit that was going on. Like, it was real bad. And Joe Paterno ended up going down in a blaze of glory behind this scandal, because it came out he had turned a blind eye to this, and kids were sexually assaulted under his in his regime, under his regime. Under his regime, kids were allowed to be have their whole lives changed and altered because he turned a blind eye to the fuck shit. A mess. Dick Clark also died in 2012. It just was a lot of shit going on in 2012. I forgot this 2012 had this much going on. Girl, 2012, I forgot you had this much going on, bitch. You had a lot going on. Child. Child. Dick Clark, yeah, he passed in 2012. I feel like they kept Dick Clark on television much longer than they should have. Because if you remember those last years, they had him on television where his speech had begun to become altered. I forgot, did he have Parkinson's, or I forgot what disease he had, but it had begun to alter his speech, and they kept putting him out there on New Year's Eve and stuff like that. And it was hard to understand what he was saying at the end of his life. Like, it was real sad how they kept putting him out there. But he passed away as well. Here are the top grossing movies of 2012. I remember The Avengers, The Dark Knight Rises. I saw both of those. And I didn't see any in The Hunger Games. I saw the top 3 movies. The rest of them I didn't see. I only saw the top 3 movies. Yeah, I vividly remember. I only saw the top 3 movies that year. Avengers, Dark Knight Rises, and Hunger Games. Those are the only ones I saw. Oh, she did die that year. I forgot, Montrez. See, I need to go back and do more research. I was looking at this list. It didn't seem like it was a lot of good music that year. Like, I know that by this time, I was in my transition from listening to the radio to just listening to my own playlist on my own devices, because I couldn't deal with the radio. But it doesn't look like it was a whole lot that I was like, I gotta go hear that. I mean, I did like Adele Set Fire to the Rain. But, I mean, I did like Where Have You Been by Rihanna. That was a little bop, but it wasn't a whole lot of music this year that I was like, ooh, child, I gotta hear that. I was like, child. Yeah, it was real meh when I was looking at the top 40. It was real meh. Call Me Maybe, child. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Listen, when I was doing palate cleanse, breaking the fourth wall? Palate cleansers take me the most amount of time to do. If I'm going to compare the amount of time that it takes me in production, the part that takes me the longest amount of time is palate cleansers. It takes me the longest amount of time to get them on the slides, to go find them. Oh my God. And then what's so disheartening is when I do put palate cleansers there, y'all will come in here and be so picky. But I'm here for y'all. I work for y'all. And without further ado, here are your palate cleansers. Jason, is this the one that I saw you had liked? I don't know. I think it was this one, Jason. Mm. Yeah. 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 Mm. We got the ladies in the place. Oh, it's the hair for me. Y'all know how I am about hair. Know how I am about hair. Whitney Houston and my mom were born the same year. I just want y'all to know. Whitney Houston and my mom were born the same year. That is the guy from Young African and Rich, Diamond, from the Netflix show Young African and Rich. That's him. Mm-hmm. Sure is. I had to put some of my skinny men in there. Y'all know how I feel about my skinny men. There goes some dark chocolate for you. I love her smile. She has such a pretty smile. Oh, them lips. Child. Them lips right there. Mm. Oh, melanin is popping. Speaking of melanin, oh, she looks airbrushed though, but she still look good. It might be a lot of makeup. Oh, that would get me in trouble right there. I would get in a lot of trouble right there. Mm. Oh, child, that smile. Mm. That smile would take me all the way in. There go another one of my skinny mins is. Ooh. Hey, Moonji. Child. Moonji with the big pipe. Moonji got big stuff. Xavier, you know Moonji and the boyfriend back together after he beat up the boyfriend. Child, they back together. Child, girl. They back together. Oh, there's some dark chocolate for you. Yeah. For those of you who like your men seasoned, there's a little salt and pepper for you. Some experience. Something seasoned for you. Come on, orange and green and pink. That would get me in trouble. Listen, you don't even want to know the trouble I get in with that right there. Mm. Ooh, cha. Mm. Cha. Some more chocolate for you. Hey, pretty lady, basking in the sun. Got all that water glistening off of your body. I even like the little chest hair that he got there. It's cute. The chest hair is cute right there. Real cute. That would get me in trouble. hmm Just standing, just that stance right there, looking like that, it'd be nothing nice. Nothing. I had to get off him real fast, 'cause, baby. I get in trouble with that one. I had it. Ooh, child. I love his pictures. I be damn near stalking this young man and his pictures. I love his Instagram. Ooh, child. Hey, cutie. There goes some more chocolate for you. What you want to ask me, Tracy? Lord. Hey, pretty lady. MVN say we appreciate the salt and pepper. Come on now. Yes. Hey, pretty lady. There goes some dark chocolate for you. His Instagram be on fire. Oh, basis in the trans, and she is dating a trans man. So is this? So I said she is in a heterosexual relationship, and I pissed her off. Technically, you were not wrong. Technically, you were not wrong. That technically, because if she's a trans woman dating a trans man, that is a man and a woman, which would be a heterosexual relationship. Gender identity and sexual orientation are two different things. Two different things. And believe it or not, Tracy, a lot of people within the community don't necessarily understand the difference between gender identity and sexual orientation. I might have to do the gingerbread person lesson this month for Pride Month. We may do the gingerbread person lesson. But you were not wrong, Tracy. You were not wrong. And a lot of, I know people in those types of relationships, Tracy, that do get mad when you say that to them because they don't want to be seen as het as heterosexual, but it is a heterosexual relationship. It they feel like they're not still a part of the LGBTQ plus community if they're heterosexual. But T being trans does not equate to orientation, whereas being gay or lesbian does equate to sexual orientation. It's a whole thing, but there's a lot of confusion. This boy right here would get me in trouble. There's a lot of confusion though. That would be a trans het, yes. You're right, Harold. That would be trans het. I like a good forest growing down there, but just I don't like. I don't need you clean shaven. I need all the forest, the bush. I need to climb through that forest down there. Sure do. Do not look. Need you looking 12 years old. I need all the bush. I'm a bushman. She said I was diminishing her experience. but like I said, some even in the community they don't understand that being trans has nothing to do with your sexual orientation. That's gender identity, where sexual orientation is a whole nother thing. We got a lot of goddamn palate cleansers today. Shit. I'll eat that. That's a lot of good chocolate right there. I would do some things with that. Oh, hey, come on, bodysuit. Body suit. Meat print coming through. I love those pants on him. The whole aesthetic, even the filter that they have on the picture. Beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. Sounds like she got upset with you about terminology. I think transhead would be a lot of times, Cheryl, they don't even want to be seen as heterosexual because it seems like you're insulting their trans experience, because they're just confused on the terminologies and things like that, and they get a lot of things intermixed, and they just don't understand that they're not intermixed. Hey, shorty. Ciao. He looked like he getting out that car after getting some good head in the car. Like somebody just gave him some good head in that car. And he getting out there. He's sneaking up out the car after getting some good head. There he go again. I told you I'll be kind of stalking this young man's Instagram because he gives me life abundant. Hey, pretty lady. Hey, Ramal. Child, you know Ramal got a whole lot of dark chocolate over there. Hey, boy. Oh, she is stunning. Oh, you pissed her off at Pride Month, so y'all going to Pride Steak. She might have just got pissed off to find a reason to make you take her to the Pride Skate party. Child. Isn't she a beautiful woman? Shout out to all my people who like the women's is and all of my straight men in the audience and in the bushes that like the cooter and all my women who like the cooter. There you go. That's for y'all. That's for y'all. I'll leave her up there for a few more seconds. She is stunning. Mama got hips. Mama got titties. She got the hair is popping. That smile is awesome. That swimsuit, the body is bodying. The skin is doing what it's supposed to do. Ciao. Ciao. She is pretty. I don't even like Cooter, but she almost made me go, ooh, ooh. Ciao. Hey boy, what you looking at? Hey boy, what is you looking at? That's our last one of the day, people. That is our last one of the day. Listen, put some shondos in the chat. It's been real out here in these streets, y'all. It's been real out here. Put some shondos in the chat, y'all. That is the last one. Listen, we've had a great silly Saturday, y'all. Have y'all enjoyed yourself? You enjoyed yourself? Go ahead and hit the like button. Put a shondo in the chat if you had a great time today for Silly Saturday. Don't be afraid to donate to the platform and contribute to the if you had a great time, show some love, donate to the platform. I thought we had a great, I told you I had to come back and give you just me to remind y'all what what we do over here. Sometimes, you got to come back and just have it just be me. So yeah, we had to give y'all just us this week, and I hope we had a good time. Listen, we laughed, we learned, we got a little debaucherous, and did all of the things. We checked all of the boxes for Silly Saturday. So I certainly hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. I do this for y'all. It's a labor of love putting these Silly Saturdays together. It's certainly a labor of love. And will we be back next week? I'm supposed to be out of town next week, but I'm gonna be here throughout the week. But we're gonna do the best we can. Okay, we're gonna do the best we can. But listen, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm hungry. I need to go get me something to eat. I need to I think I want some more crab. So I'm gonna go have a good time. Maybe get me some crab and a beer. Hey Tanya, I gotta hit you up too, cause I know Tanya, I'm gonna call you when I get off here, Tanya. So we can cause I gotta ask you something. So I'm gonna call you when I get off here, Tanya. Yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Listen, y'all have a great rest of your day and great rest of your weekend. Have a phenomenal weekend and a phenomenal time. As I always say, I love y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Listen, I thank y'all for spending this little bit of time with me on this good silly Saturday. Members, y'all know where we going. We're going over to the members only chat to have a good time over in the members only chat. If you are not a member, consider becoming a member, and you can be in the members only chat where they listen. It goes down in the members only chat. Please be clear. Also, I want to give a special shout out to all of the hall monitors who come on here and they hold me down. Tracy and Jason and Xavier and Cams and Quintessential and why did I start calling out names? Because I'm going to start forgetting my hall monitors. Really B and Abby and all of the hall monitors who hold me down, who be here doing the goddamn thing. If I forgot you hall monitors, I apologize. Charge to my head, not my heart. So Jeff, all of the hall monitors that really be in here doing the Lord's work, holding me down. Listen, thank y'all so much for being my support system here when I go live, because I can't do it without y'all. And thank you all subscribers, because I be talking to myself if y'all didn't come through every day. So I hope y'all are enjoying yourselves. We're gonna continue to press forward and make things better and better around here. I'll have more guests. We're going to have a politics this week because I've been altering my lives, Tracy, based on the guests and their comfortability. So I have some guests that are more comfortable just doing politics, but a lot of my guests are more comfortable with pop culture as opposed to just politics. So I'm going to try to have at least one guest this week that is comfortable doing just politics of it all. So we'll try to get that to you this week, okay? Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Shondo to you and yours. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.